Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are not bored of these prepositions. So let us resume our classes. Before that I want to say something. Actually I am taking the questions which are continuously coming in the question papers of class 9 and 10. So that's why I am just saying it beforehand that I am dealing only with those questions which are continuously appearing in the exams in the question papers of class 9 and 10. So let us continue our classes. Today let us study first of all about agree to and agree with. So this is one of the two portions where we will find difficulty to follow. I will write some sentences, then you will be able to understand. I cannot agree dash you. So you is a person, right? Second sentence, I cannot agree dash your idea. Your idea is not a person. So it's your idea, your suggestion. They are not people or persons. But you, he, she, it, them, we, etc. or us, they all are persons, right? So when persons or person are coming, then we have to use agree with. But your idea, my suggestion, my proposal, their viewpoint, etc. These come. Then we have to use I cannot agree to your idea, I cannot agree to your suggestion or his suggestion or his proposal, etc. When person is coming, we have to use agree with. But idea, suggestion, proposal, etc. comes, then we have to use agree to. With you, I cannot agree to your idea. Let us go to the next topic. Next topic is part from and part with. Part from and part with. The meaning is getting separated from or separated with. So both these prepositions are used differently in different situations. I will give examples. I cannot part dash my parents. And second sentence, I cannot part dash my new dress. In both these cases, part dash, after that my parents is coming. Second part, my new dress is coming, right? So first one is person or persons. Second one is materials, my dress, my book, my fan, my chair, etc. So when persons are coming, it is part from. I cannot part from my parents. I cannot part from my younger sister, etc. Second one, I cannot part with. I cannot part with my new dress. I cannot part with the surroundings. I cannot part with my new notebook, etc. So these are the differences between part from and part with. Both has the same meaning, to get separated from. Let's go to the next topic. Our next topic is authority on and authority over. So both these propositions are confusing ones. Authority on and authority over. What is authority? It is actually the legal or formal exercise of power over someone. So normally we will say like he has no authority over me, like that. But when it comes to authority on, if we say that he is an expert in chemistry or he is an expert or she is an expert in English, etc., we have to use authority on. Example. The meaning of this sentence is that she is an authority on maths. She is an expert in the subject named maths. So whenever we want to show expertise, we have to use authority on. Second one, authority over. He has no authority over me. The meaning is that he has no formal power to control me. So, these are the two things. Again, one more sentence I want to write. He has no authority over me. Me, it is a pronoun, right? Or any noun or pronoun, whatever it is, over will come. If we want to say that he has no authority, no power to control. But after this preposition, immediately after this preposition, a verb is coming. For example, he has no authority dash control me. Control here is used as a verb. So, then it is authority to. So, if it is me or he or she or any other person, it is over. And it is a verb means it is to control. He has no authority to control me. And only when we are talking about expertise in any subject, then only it is he is an authority on maths, science, chemistry, etc. So, hope you have understood the topic.